Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming to my channel. This is Kendra Plays The Sims, and for today's video, we're going to be talking all things Enchanted by Nature. So if you haven't seen all the little teasers and all the nuggets leading up to this newest expansion pack, I'm going to be talking about that today. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and stay tuned. But first things first, go ahead and like this video and always subscribe, that way you see my future content. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first nugget that I seen online was during the live stream that they had with Megan Thee Stallion on the 30th of May. And this is where we kind of got a little bit of a teaser. So this little house popped up, and if you haven't seen the video, I'm going to drop the link down in the description box. But the little house, little fairy house that was jumping, they have some music going in there. So it seems like it's going to be a little piece of the trailer. I don't know if this is going to be a house they're living in, or if this is just a little trailer, or I don't know exactly. But this is the first little nugget we got before we got to the roadmap. But let's go ahead and talk about that really quick. So here is the official roadmap for the Enchanted by Nature kind of time that we have going. And as you can see on 6/12, the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack is going to be revealed. And if you know, they really don't really post that big of a trailer the first time. They just do like a little bitty teaser to like kind of let us know what's going to be happening in the expansion pack. Then it's going to lead up to the Nature's Calling event, which I've talked about in one of my previous videos if you want to go watch it. And then on 6/26, we're going to get an Enchanted by Nature gameplay trailer. So I'm really interested to see who's going to be playing and what they're going to be showing, the houses, the worlds, all of that great stuff. So you can be looking out for that just to kind of give you an idea of what to expect whenever the expansion pack drops. Then on 7/1, we're going to get a free base game update. So be mindful to just update all of your mods, because everybody gets frustrated when it comes to updating their mods and whatnot. I just want you to be prepared for that. And then on 7/10, the expansion pack is going to launch, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to have to offer. And then this is what I thought was really cool. On 8/19, we're actually going to get a free base game update. So I've seen online where it says a lot of this is going to be about skin customization. So I'm assuming that's kind of blending in with this new expansion pack, kind of trying to mess with the skin. That way your fairy can look how it's supposed to. I don't know. This is just speculation in my mind, but I'm really excited to see what this is going to hold. But this isn't all that I have when it comes to the fairies. I've seen something from the somethingisgrowing.com, and let's go ahead and talk about that now. So when you get to the website, it actually pops up with this enter in or enter here. I can't remember exactly what it says, but when you first enter in, it says get lost in Innisgreen. You peek through the leaves and see a quaint town. The sign reads Innisgreen, a beautifully lush world where Sims live in harmony with nature. You discover there are 3 neighborhoods to explore: a quiet waterfront town where they're all about gnomes, a grove where nature and civilization blend together, and an enchanting magical forest. What else awaits you here? So based off of this little nugget, now we know there's going to be 3 different neighborhoods that we're going to be able to explore. So I'm interested to see what that's going to look like and how it's going to operate. But let's go ahead and jump into the next screenshot. So the next screen that you see on the website says, get lost in natural living. You wake up under the stars and see other Sims meeting their needs outdoors without beds or plumbing. You're hungry, but you spot some delicious looking mushrooms by a tree. Looks like you'll sustain yourself just fine. And I think this is how the event that we're going to do, Nature is Calling, is going to kind of play into this expansion pack, because that event is all about handiness and woodworking and kind of living in nature. So I think this is how they have kind of combined the two and how it's going to lead out to this expansion pack, which I'm really interested to see how it kind of blends together. So the next pop-up says, get lost in 3 new traits. 3 new traits will play a role in how Sims relate to their world. You befriend fellow plant lovers, have enlightening encounters with mystical Sims, and even have run-in with disruptive Sims. Oh no, now everything's out of balance. So I'm really interested to see how these 3 new traits are going to show up in this new expansion pack. I love new traits because they really do affect how our Sims kind of interact with each other and with the world. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to be. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think these new traits are going to be all about? I'd really like to know your thoughts down below. So the next slide says, get lost in ailments. You've been feeling a little funny. An ailment with strange effects has befallen you. You learn you have to work hard to put the cure together, but it's not all bad. It turns out honing the apothecary skill is fun, and who knows, it might even lead you to a new career path. So now we're going to get a new skill, and when I looked up apothecary, it's a little bit more about chemistry. So I'm really excited to see what that's going to look like. And then you also get a new career path as well. So along with the new traits, we get a new skill and a new career, which which I'm excited to see how it plays out in game. And lastly, the last slide says, get lost in enchantment. You're waking at dawn to the sound of high-pitched laughter, somehow both sweet and sinister. All of a sudden, you're met with a magical presence. You're a little afraid at first, but you learn to embrace all the wonder and mischief these creatures' abilities can bring, nurturing plants, influencing emotions, and a whole lot more you're still yet to discover. So that's basically what they've given us in terms of this website, which I'm really excited to see how this all works out. But this isn't the last thing that I saw. I did see some screenshots online from this new world, so let's go ahead and check that out now. So this is a screenshot of the 3 different neighborhoods. On the left, you can see the gnomes. In the middle, you can see the enchanted forest. And on the right, you can see where it kind of mentions in that screenshot where it talked about the worlds where we can kind of all like blend together. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. And from what I'm seeing, it looks nice and light and airy, which I'm really excited to see. But I'm most excited about the neighborhood with the gnomes because we have gnomes in game right now. And right now, they're just kind of pesty and annoying when they pop up. So I wonder if they're kind of going to expand on them just a little bit with this expansion pack. So this is what it's going to look like, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to look in game. If you made it to the end of this video, I'd just like to say thank you so much for sticking around, and I really hope that you enjoyed me talking about this upcoming expansion pack. And if you did, go ahead and like this video and subscribe, that way you always see my future content, and I'll see you soon. Bye.